Conflict Management Tips. Hello and welcome to Worlds for All. This week, we will be helping you to be better equipped for conflict management. Whether you're in the workplace, at home, or out and about, conflict can be a difficult and stressful situation. But it's important to remember that conflict can also be an opportunity for growth and understanding. In this video, we'll go over 7 top tips to help you manage conflict with anyone. Tip 1. Be empathetic. The first tip is to be empathetic. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. When you're in a conflict situation, it's important to listen to the other person's perspective and try to see the situation from their point of view. This can help you find common ground and work towards a resolution that works for everyone. Tip 2. Practice active listening. Another important tip is to practice active listening. Active listening means giving your full attention to the person speaking and taking the time to understand their message. This involves paying attention to both verbal and non-verbal cues, such as tone of voice and body language. When you practice active listening, you show the other person that you value their thoughts and feelings, which can help build trust and rapport. Tip 3. Use I statements. Tip number 3 is to use I statements. When you're in a conflict situation, it can be easy to blame the other person for the problem. However, this often leads to defensiveness and can make the situation worse. Instead, try using I statements to express how you're feeling. For example, I feel frustrated when you interrupt me during meetings. This approach takes the focus off the other person and can help you find a more collaborative solution. Tip 4. Avoid making assumptions. Tip number 4 is to avoid making assumptions. We often make assumptions about the other person's motivations or intentions, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflict. Instead, ask questions and clarify the other person's position. This can help you understand their perspective and find common ground. Tip 5. Use the THOMAS-KILMANN conflict mode instrument. Tip number 5 is to use the THOMAS-KILMANN conflict mode instrument. The TKI is a model for understanding how people approach conflict. It identifies 5 different conflict styles: competing, collaborating, compromising, avoiding, and accommodating. By understanding your own conflict style and that of the other person, you can find a resolution that works for everyone. Tip 6. Take a break. Tip number 6 is to take a break if you're feeling overwhelmed. If you find that you're getting too emotional or frustrated, it's okay to take a break and come back to the situation later. This can give you time to reflect on the situation and come up with a more productive solution. Tip 7. Focus on the problem, not the person. Finally, tip number 7 is to focus on the problem, not the person. It's important to separate the problem from the person and focus on finding a solution that works for everyone. This can help you avoid personal attacks and focus on finding common ground. In conclusion, conflict is a natural part of human interaction, but it doesn't have to be a negative experience. By using these 7 top tips, you can manage conflict with anyone and turn it into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Remember to be empathetic, practice active listening, use I statements, avoid making assumptions, using the THOMAS-KILMANN conflict mode instrument, take a break if needed, and focus on the problem, not the person. Thank you for listening, and good luck with your conflict management efforts.